Here is the movie's city recap channel and you are welcome. Today's movie is putting a spot on illegal immigrants, especially Mexican immigrants in the United States of America. The movie starts with a scene showing a man caged in a basement and calling for help. Then we find a man called Memo knocking on the door of his elder brother, Alejandro, who wasn't expecting his brother Memo to visit. Alejandro welcomed Memo, offering him pizza and a drink, saying that he looks slim. Memo replied, "You too." Alejandro told him that this is due to working load, then he asked him if he wants a place to stay. Later, the two brothers are waiting outside a mall, offering themselves to anyone who needs a worker. Alejandro talks to his wife Naya on the phone, telling her that soon, everything will be okay. At the same time, there were another two workers named Tonio and Hector. The four men are illegal immigrants from Mexico who come to us searching for jobs and better life. A beautiful young lady named Liz is getting out of the mall and walking towards her car. Hector and Tonio rushed towards her, offering their help. Hector asked her if she is building a house. Alejandro and Memo joined them. Alejandro asked her if she needs workers, but she answered that she has a contractor. Sure, it costs her so much money, maybe above $10,000, Alejandro says. Then he continues that they can do the job much cheaper, telling that contractors will charge her for everything, and they will keep asking for more money. But if she hired them, they will work harder for much little money, plus they can do many other things from building and fixing to cleaning and walking her dog if she wants. She asked, "You are three?"
You three.
He answered, "Yes, and there is my brother Memo." The young lady accepts and took them in her car. She asked them how much they will charge her. They want to grab the opportunity, and told her they will take $800 for all. But she surprised them by telling them that she will give $500 to each one of them. They arrived at the house. It was a big house with a large electric gate. But there is something that makes Memo feels uncomfortable about this house. Despite this, Alejandro is talking to Memo about the house, telling him how it is a good, beautiful place with good, friendly people. He talks about his dream of collecting more money than bringing his wife and son to live in a beautiful place like this. Liz is nice to them. She offers them some drinks and they noticed that she speaks Espanol. Hector follows her out, but she stopped him, asking, "Do you want something?" He answered if she wants any other service, telling her that he can do for her the housework if she wants. She answered confidently that she will think. Here are two movie suggestions from the channel. If you like this type of movies, you can check the description for more. Returning back to our movie. It is the first time they see her husband Ben. They joke about Hector, saying that he thinks she fell in his love. Ben tells Liz that it is the weekend and it is time for relaxing, what we will do with them.
What do you want to do?
Later, Tonio is outside, and Liz suddenly appears with her dog, who is parking on him. Liz asked if he is looking for something. He answered that he wants to go to the bathroom, but she refused, saying that he can't enter her house. "Look at yourself. You are filthy and my dog hates strangers." Later, Alejandra asked Memo to bring him paper sand. He goes outside and finds Hector and Tonio spying on Liz in her bedroom. Hector asked how her husband sends her to find foreign workers, who can be dangerous. Memo asked him if he is sure that her husband will pay them. They are still working and the place was so dark. Suddenly the lights are turned on. Hector's so angry, telling that they want them to work all day and night, so he decides to take a rest to see what will happen. Liz comes and opens the water on them, asking why they are not working. She told them they can leave if they want. They asked her to pay them, but she refused. She says, "Why I pay you and you didn't finish your job?" Alejandro told her that they will continue the work, although Memo said that they are not slaves. Liz said, "Okay, I will go have a good night's sleep and you continue your work." Hector told them that sure, this lady is crazy. It is the next morning. Liz wakes up watching them still working from the last night. Memo watched Ben taking his car and going out of the house. He goes near the outer walls of the house and finds it electrified. Later, Memo is getting tired. Alejandra told him not to be lazy, remembering him why he came here. Of course, for work and money. Then he told him that no one will cares about him, saying, "Except me." Memo told Alejandra sure he is working hard the last 2 days. No, it is really the last 8 years. Alejandro replied that he has to collect money and he has a family and a son. Memo asked him, "When did you last time see your son?" Continuing, "I know your son better than you did. You want to collect money to bring him here and become a slave like his father." Tonio gets his hand wounded. They take him to Liz, telling her that they have an accident. She treated him using alcohol. They told her that they want to go to the hospital. She replied, "Sure, I will call the ambulance and then they will need your information." Alejandra asked her to wait as they didn't have a residence permit. They suggest taking him to the clinic. She replies that they asked her too much and they have several requirements, saying that they will cause her many troubles with the police, because working for her is illegal. As a result, she will have to tell the police a story. Maybe she will tell them that they are robbers who came to her house to steal things. Liz then ended the conversation and closed the door.
Hey!
Memo told them that he knows from the beginning that this crazy lady will pay them nothing, then he leaves. Alejandro and Hector go to find him and they discover that the outer walls of the house are electrified. Here they take a decision to escape from this house. They want to take the remote control of the house gate from the car, so they have to get the car keys first. Hector entered the house searching for the keys. He takes the keys and gets out of the house. A shotgun is heard and Hector gets a bullet in his leg. It was Ben who shot him. Liz comes out and killed Hector with her heels in his face with cold blood. She told them this is called self-defense as he broke into her home. Ben told them to finish their work and don't worry, they will be set free. Later, we find Liz getting out of the house and dancing. She looks really crazy. After that, she stares at Tonio, who is getting afraid of her. Memo told him to calm down and relax, or he wants to end up like Hector. Liz ordered Memo to come close to her, then she hit him, ordering Tonio to stop talking anymore. Later, Tonio and Memo are cleaning the floor while Liz is relaxing watching them. She tells them that 15 million people have no residence permit in the USA. Who are these people? Can we trust them? Are they criminals? She asked them, "Are you understand me?" Continuing, "This is my home and it will be your grave. I will bury you here." Then she starts to give them an English lesson. Liz gives them her order to dig 3 holes to be their grave. In real, it was for the plants. Memo noticed that there is an electric cable under the ground. He demands to take the shovel to dig more, telling that the plant's roots are big and the hole is too small.
Look nice.
He cuts the cable and the electricity of the house is cut off, then they run. Liz and Ben try to shoot them, but they failed. Tonio gets outside the house. As Ben is trying to catch him, Liz returned back the electricity and Ben gets shocked. Tonio tries to catch a car, but he gets a shoot. Alejandro and Memo were in the house and they catch by Liz's dog, who attacked Alejandro, so Memo killed the dog in front of Liz's eyes. It is the morning next day. It looks like there is nothing happened last night. Liz and Ben are waiting for buyers who will come to see the house. Alejandro and Memo wake up and they find themselves imprisoned in a room under the house. The room was filled with dead bodies. The couple who came to buy the house find it a good house. They continue checking it and they find part of the house smells stinking. They find images of new homes and asked about them. Liz answered that these homes belong to her and her husband and that they renewed all of them. Memo tries to find a way get out this room. Finally, he did it. Then he told Alejandro to wait for him, saying that he will come back. Later, Alejandro finds himself got tired, then hits him several times. They decided to get rid of him. Then they talked about the house and if the couple will come to buy it, or they have to look for another buyer. Ben tells Liz that she did a great job with this house. Alejandro was still alive and he makes a try to overcome this situation. He fell himself into the underground room. Ben goes down there, but Alejandro rapidly stabbed him to death. He then turned to find Liz, who was in the bathroom washing her face. She finds the part of the house where Ben was there is set on fire. She gets crazy and goes to find Alejandro. She hears the fire alarm sound from her bedroom. Alejandro was there. She asked him, "Where is Ben?" He answered he went to hell. Alejandro talked to Liz about how they are devil persons, she and her husband, and their evil plans about renewing the house, and then burying them there before selling it. Saying that they can cheat them, but they won't die. During this, Liz acts as if she is begging Alejandro for mercy. Then she bites him on his wounded leg. She escapes and he follows her, but she gets shot and dropped dead. The police find Memo's dead body in the neighbor's house. Alejandro offers the money to bring his wife and son to the United States. Then we hear a conversation where a politician suggests solving the illegal immigrants problem by bringing them into a single state and putting them in the work they came for. Here another person replied that it is a good idea, but people will say that this looks like modern slavery. The politician replied, "And what is the problem with slavery?" Here is the end of the movie. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to click the subscription button.